and thank you for tuning in to Chillcast. Rolling in with Chillcast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the podcast. Things are a little different this week because we didn't feel like setting up the entire set because we've had a doozy of a day.
Yep.
A lot of things happened, and we're not going to discuss it because a lot of stupid things, work-related, happened, and yeah, so we did not have the energy to put together the set and then edit the footage. So we're just doing audio this week. But I hope you guys will forgive us on that. We're starting this episode with a new segment called Guess That Movie. And Brian and I have prepared some really stupid hints for our respective movies. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know who goes first here.
Let's say you go first so I get the grasp and see if my guesses are good.
Okay. So my first...
Or not good.
my first hint is divorced dad wears a wig.
It's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Are you serious?
What? What? Okay, there's a lot of movies with divorced dads, but one that wears a wig...
That was too easy. That was supposed to be a bad hint. Okay, well, I guess I'll go on to my second one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Business owner traumatizes kids.
Business owner traumatizes kids. Annie?
No.
I don't know. Let's see.
This is thrilling.
I'm trying to think. I don't... Businessman traumatizes kids.
This, well, I don't want to say too much because I'll probably give it away. Mm-hmm. But once you know what it is, it's going to become so obvious.
Okay, business owner. Just movies with business owners. That's a lot, but Batman and Robin.
No. When do they traumatize kids in that movie?
I don't know. Batman taking kids to fight a guy who shoots ice at people.
When does he take kids to fight an ice person?
Robin and Batgirl are kids.
Robin and Batgirl are like in their 20s.
Well, okay. Well, okay.
Are they playing teenagers?
Because
if they
do,
they are.
Okay.
If they are playing teenagers in that movie, then they look a lot older than teenagers.
Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Business owner traumatizes kids.
So
what movie is that?
Main character. I got nothing. I can't.
You got nothing? This stumped you?
It's stumped.
It's stumped?
Yep.
As they say in the business, it's stumped. The answer I was looking for was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh my gosh, that does make sense. He does traumatize those kids.
He does traumatize several kids, including
except Charlie.
Except when he does.
Except when he, yeah.
For like a moment. Fun fact: Gene Wilder, the guy who plays Willy Wonka in that movie, he didn't alert the actor who played Charlie or the grandpa to the fact that he was going to get like really angry in that scene because they had rehearsed that scene where he like tells them that they like were disqualified in like a very calm tone. So when they actually did the actual final take, he got Willy Wonka got like really mad, and the actor who played Charlie was actually like legitimately stunned.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm surprised that one. Why was my Doubtfire hint so easy?
Because what? Okay, name another movie with a divorced man that wears a wig.
Okay, you got me there. Yeah. Again, with hindsight, I guess that's too easy.
If you need to prove him wrong, then put in the comments what's another movie with a divorced man
That wears a wig.
that wears a wig.
Okay, so give me your first hint, Brian.
First hint, I'm actually gonna go with my my second hint first, so yeah, that can actually somewhat get something. Teens rip off faces.
Teens rip off faces.
Yes.
Rip off faces. What in the heck?
You don't have to take it literal, or you can take it literal. So
Rip off faces. Teens rip off. What a statement.
that sounds like a headline, which is a bad headline because that would be terrible.
It sounds like some Junji Ito kind of stuff. That's not my final answer.
I know.
Okay, so this is a hard one. I guess that's the point.
Okay, don't take it literally. Like,
rip off faces. Teens rip off faces. Rip off faces.
it is still an action, so that they're doing something. So
Oh, okay.
do you have it?
It's Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
Hey, that's a good one.
Because I didn't want to put masks, and it was just like, okay, that's just easy, so I just put faces.
Thank you for clarifying that it wasn't literal. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was
it wasn't-
thinking like psychological horror or something.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. Okay.
Okay. You're gonna hate my next hint.
All right, Brian. Very carefully and very calmly present your next hint.
Has Nazis.
Has Nazis.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go based off, your interests, and I'm gonna say, The Last Crusade.
Nope.
What? Are you serious?
I'll give you one more chance.
Has Nazis. That could be any World War II movie.
Exactly.
Ah, come on. That's like, I feel like it needs to be just slightly less general. I mean,
you said bad hints.
yes, but like bad hints that when you like get it, you're like, oh, okay, that's a good one. This one is like, it's like saying has a title that limits it to any World War II movie.
Does it?
Has Nazis. Oh, okay.
May I give it away?
You just gave it away.
Yeah, I gave it
You just
away.
gave it away. That is the Blues Brothers.
Dang it.
There we go.
Okay, if I hadn't said anything, you wouldn't have gotten it, and that was the point.
Okay.
Well, I wanna do one more.
Do you have any more?
Let's do one more brainstorming session. We each do one again.
Okay, we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to the final round of Guess That Movie, our hit segment, Oscar award winning. I'm going first, right?
Yep.
All right, here is my final hint. Pay close attention here. Tiny character saves a town.
Ant-Man?
Nope. Did I stump you on this one?
How many tiny characters are there?
Think
tiny character
hard.
saves a town. Stuart Little doesn't save a town. Does he? No.
I'm not gonna give you any follow up hints.
Okay.
Because that's how you lost earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Think hard. Dig deep.
Lego Batman.
No.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
Do you give up?
Yeah.
The movie I was looking for was Rango.
Oh my gosh. Tiny character. Oh, okay.
He's tiny in comparison to the humans.
If you would have said animal, I probably would have gotten it.
Yeah, but that's why I said character.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say, I can't say human. And if I said lizard, that would be too revealing, I feel. Or is he a chameleon or I don't know. Anyway,
Yep.
that's just a quick Rango plug because Rango is a fantastic movie.
Yep.
So yeah. Oh, now your final hint.
My final hint. Angry teen rebels against friend with a stick.
Angry teen
Mm-hmm.
rebels against friend with a stick. Is that your hint?
Yep.
I'm going to say Revenge of the Sith.
Dang it!
Yes. Yes.
Angry teen.
Angry teen. Anakin is everything, including
Wait.
an angry teen.
Yep.
Dang, it's
I mean, you could also see it as Attack of the Clones.
yeah, really
Anything where Anakin is angry and doing the wrong thing.
yeah, Clone Wars episode season 4, episode 3.
Yep.
Dang. Well, that was our debut of the award-winning segment Guess That Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, it won an award between the break. Yep.
Yeah, and we submitted it to the Emmys
Yep.
and the Oscars and the Grammys
Mm-hmm.
because it is an audio segment. So, and you can basically consider it music.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're actually running out of space on our trophy
Yeah.
bookshelf that we exclusively store our awards
yeah.
for this award-winning podcast.
If we talk any louder than this, the glass will break on it, and everything would just fall down.
Yeah. It's a hard life being so successful. I just when I'm eating breakfast in the morning, I can't decide on whether to have scrambled eggs or just eat money from my wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Because after a while, you just have so much. It's just like it's not even worth anything to
Yep.
anymore. Like, how much is a pizza roll anyway? Like $30? I don't know.
Yep, definitely.
Wasn't there there was like a clip of was it Bill Gates on Ellen? And they asked him how much is a pizza roll, and he was like $17. Like he just had no idea.
Yeah, because he wouldn't eat a pizza roll.
No, I think it has something to do with the wealth class that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
He's so disconnected from everyday people.
Yeah.
Much like Whoopi Goldberg in recent news.
I didn't. What?
She has a show called The View.
Oh.
And on one of the recent episodes, well, now it's not so recent, but she said something to the effect of kids these days don't want to work, and that's why they can't afford houses. If you can't afford a house right now, you need to work harder.
Mm-hmm.
And that just shows how disconnected she is from reality. Because the internet, like, completely obliterated her after she said that. Because that's how I feel like that kind of comment cements your position as someone who is just so disconnected from everyone else financially. Yeah. Like, they don't have that problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They may have started, where everyday people are. They might have had humble beginnings, but now they're just so far disconnected. They don't understand the struggle. But yeah, people on the internet like let her have it for saying that. Like, people were saying, "Oh, my husband has this high paying job and I work full time at this place and we can barely afford rent. I guess we're just not working hard enough."
Yeah.
Just kind of destroying her logic.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you feel like? Do you feel like people who are successful, like I would say specifically like celebrities, or even like, I don't know, I guess I could limit it to like, okay, CEOs and celebrities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess nowadays that kind of goes hand in hand. Do you think there's a point, like what threshold, what amount of money do you think they can have and still be connected to reality? Like actually understand.
Well, let's see. Like with CEOs, like CEOs of like big but small companies compared to like other companies, like
Coke.
Yeah, like so, like you have a really successful company and you're the CEO, and like it makes money and everything, but you're nowhere near Coke.
You're like not international.
Not international. Yeah,
maybe
basically.
you're like multi. If you're based in the States.
Yeah, you're multi-state.
I
I would say like you would still be in touch with reality because reality, because you are the CEO, but you probably live, if you are not that not that ambitious and don't want to go beyond like the United States, then you care about your business you care about your business like staying like close to you, basically. So like you do some work, like you're still doing work.
You're still work. You're saying like they're, well, I guess my question is, what amount of money does the CEO need to have for them to still be in touch with reality?
Yeah. Well, it's just like so like if you
could put a number on it.
number, I would say like how much the CEO makes or how much the company makes.
I would guess I would say how much they have saved up.
Saved up? Well, if they're a CEO and they're still like a actual like people person CEO, like
they actually worry about quality control
control,
and they
but they
still check up on each of their whatevers or whatever.
But then they still want their like basically the prize at the end of the day, which is their money. I would say like, I don't know, like $500,000. Like,
you think that's like the limit?
Like, I mean, I don't know if that like, I guess so. People, I guess that would be yearly, right? Like maybe no.
Okay, but maybe let's not think about it in a way. Let's think about it instead of like how much money this person has like saved up. Let's think about what they make. That's a better way to frame the question, I think.
Yeah.
What amount of money can someone make a year and still be in touch with reality of everyday people?
What they make a year. I know it's weird to say, but since the other CEOs make like probably more than a million.
There are a few. I think aren't there like a couple billionaires out there now?
Yeah, billionaires. So like, I would say a million. Maybe $1 million a year. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because $1 million is a lot for them.
Well, okay. Well, we have. Let's look up how much estimated. How much does the CEO of Coca-Cola make a year? I don't know if we'll be able to find that information. James Quincy, the CEO of Coca-Cola, made $25 million in total compensation in 2023. Yeah, I would think $1 million would have to be the limit.
But see,
because there's no way. I mean, I don't know this guy, but like being in charge of Coca-Cola, like let that sink in. Now, this guy, I don't think he's said anything like public that has been as like rude as Whoopi Goldberg. Now, I don't want to disparage Whoopi Goldberg too much because like I've liked her work in the past, like her acting. But like I just feel like that statement was very short-sighted and very inconsiderate. And so I think that like my theory is that like if you pass $1 million from that point on, you're less likely to actually be in touch with people's needs and concerns.
Well, see that. The problem with me is like I don't want to put a price on it because someone could make like $5 million a year, but then still be that company that's like based in only a few places, and still is a good person. Like,
I just think, obviously, it depends on, the person. Like, let's say like we have a CEO, Mr. X over here. He, makes 70 million a year, does charity work, but he doesn't actually understand. Like if you asked him how much a pizza roll would be, he would say like, I don't know, $20. Like he just wouldn't like. I'm not saying that this question isn't framed as if the person I'm talking about is immediately like inconsiderate. Like it just means that they don't understand. Like it's impossible for them to be in touch with how much things cost for everyday people.
Yeah. Well, it's just
Like my theory is that there is like a line. Like once you reach a certain amount of money, it's just like you're just disconnected because
Well-
you don't ever have to worry about any of that ever.
well, yeah.
Any of the like medical bills, anything, it's you're set for life. Basically.
Well, yeah. But then again, it's like, yeah, like people who have that much money can still be good people. But then again, yeah, like you just said, disconnection. But I feel like a lot of I feel like some people who do like at least like let's say past that $1 million threshold and don't have to worry about stuff, still like just they may not have to worry about it, but like it's like I would say like some people aren't, but some people are disconnected. So it's like it's very like I mean a lot of people like from evidence is like people are disconnected, but I feel like there's some few that are just like. Yeah, I know how it was, so like I'm not gonna like you can't really forget how you lived before. For the people who like had humble beginnings and then got really big and then got disconnected, some people never like forget.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I just think, I guess I'm kind of like jaded about it because I think, I mean, nowadays, you know. Like I don't want to really talk about him, but like Elon Musk, I don't know, he's a little bit of a goofball. And if you asked him how much, a medical bill would be, he'd be like, "Oh, it's nothing." Why is that a problem? I just don't think that he can comprehend the everyday person's life and struggles. But I don't, I'm not an expert. I don't know, and I don't mean to demonize everyone who makes a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Not everyone is corrupt and mistreats their employees like the CEO of Amazon. But
no, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
But no. But then again, going back to like the celebrities and CEOs, I would say there's more celebrities who aren't disconnected.
that are
not disconnected from. Like they know what other people go through sometimes because I saw like a clip. I know it's like only one clip, but I saw a clip of I think it was like Selena Gomez like going live on TikTok or something. And then people just started donating money to her and she was like what are you guys doing? Like I don't need stop like it's like can people donate when I go like she was like asking her friends and it was like no wait stop donating.
yeah.
But yeah, so like with celebrities it's a little different. But then obviously there is some celebrities who are like I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's a weird conversation.
I also think I kind of have this weird attitude towards like famous people, specifically like famous like people in like the arts in some fashion, like whether they're a musician or an actor or an artist. I always make fun of people who are like super obsessed with like a musician and like oh my gosh like I used to make fun of people who like obsessed. Oh my gosh, this person is having a kid, or oh my gosh, they're gonna be in this movie, and they're gonna, what's the tea? What's the drama with them? Like oh my gosh, like
I hate
the
celebrity drama.
the tabloids, like like they're so invested in all this like garbage, but then again, like I've met a couple voice actors, and each time I've met them, I'm like starstruck. I'm like oh my gosh, but I feel like. I don't know. I'd like to think that my starstruckness is from the fact that I highly respect what they do, what they make, what they've created as like an artist. But, one could argue that's what these other people are doing. Like most people who are obsessed with, I don't know, like Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
They like her music.
Yeah.
They like what she creates. And so I guess I would say that's the whole origin of their admiration. But I feel like I try to separate myself from that in my brain. Like I'm a different kind of fan.
Yeah.
I'm not obsessive. I'm just really like amazed by their work. Like I don't care if Steve Bloom is dating Tara Strong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't care about that. Like that's not like I'm not gonna go. Whoa, I need to know everything about their lives and everything
Yeah.
about their details about their lives and their family and everything. I must know everything. But I still have that starstruck effect. Like I'm still like stunned if I get the chance to meet them. Like,
It's like Are you a fan? Are you a fan of their art or thing they do, or are you a fan of their life?
well,
like-
but usually when people are like a fan of both,
Yeah.
usually people are a fan of both because it stems from them liking what they create and then they become obsessed about them themselves. But like, I would say I'm not obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with what they create and what they contribute.
Yeah. And then you just
But again, I don't want to
that
say
thi-
obsessed because then that also kind of is I don't know. It's not really describing it right, but I don't know. It may just be, I'm just like, oh, I'm a better fan. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm better. I'm the better one in this situation. I'm like the cool fan. I'm the laid back fan. I'm chill. Like I'm not trying to
Yeah.
separate myself, but I feel like there is a difference
Yeah.
some way.
I see what you're saying. Like there's a difference. Like don't want to bring it up. Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
There is a difference.
Yeah, I would say,
That-
I like.
I'm not just saying there's a difference from normal fans and then fans of Taylor Swift. I'm just like there is a difference between being like there's two types of fans like you just described, and like you're just trying not to separate it from you because it's like you kind of do the same things, but like we just said it's like there's differences. There is still differences, so it's like, but like with Taylor Swift, it's a whole different story.
Like I feel like I would say I'm a fan of Taylor Swift's music.
Yeah.
You be careful.
I
You
know.
gotta be careful.
I know. I gotta be careful.
In case there are any Swifties listening.
Yeah. I like your entire everyone who's subscribed to Chillcast is a Taylor Swift fan, and now they're just gonna be gone. I'm just kidding.
You say Taylor Swift fan or stan?
Fan.
Okay, I was worried for a second. I thought you were using internet slang.
Editor, show what I actually said. Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
No, but I think there's a difference between being a fan of Taylor Swift and being like a Swiftie, which is not necessarily wrong.
Yeah.
It's not one size fits all, like one description fits all. Not everyone's like obsessed with like, oh my gosh, what products does she use? What fashion line? What photo shoots? Blah blah blah. Like, oh my gosh, what's the drama with her and this other celebrity?
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about
I
any
don't
of that.
care. Like well, it's just with me with her music is like I like some of her songs are just songs that are from my childhood that I heard and like now I like because I heard it so much, but I still kind of like it. But now I'm just like, okay, for me it's just like I know like not every like music person has to break any like ground, like, oh, I pioneered, like I just made this song that is really good with this type of thing, but it's kind of combining. It doesn't have to break through. Like every song that comes out doesn't have to make a new breakthrough in music.
Yeah.
But I feel like with at least for me, Taylor Swift, like sometimes it's just like it's mainstream more than let's try to do something different with this song.
Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if we're gonna say it, describe her mainstream, I guess that she's very famous. She's very popular, and I guess I would just I don't know. I don't like using the word mainstream.
Yeah.
Because that makes it sound like, oh, I'm into music that you don't know about. Ooh, like I'm kind of underground. I listen to gorillas. It's like it's kind of like gatekeeping music. Yeah. So, I kind of disagree.
I don't
because she has made the shift from country to pop.
Yeah,
which is not easy to do.
Yeah, I see like that.
I think she's already broken that ground.
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't know. It's just not it's not music I'm just like would just listen to.
That's fine. But it isn't. You would say you're a casual fan.
Yeah.
You're not like a fan. Like you don't wouldn't just pull up her music on a daily or random day.
Yeah. It's just like I would say there's like for each music person I like, there's like something that like, oh, I like this part about this songs, then I like this part about their songs. Her song is just like it's I don't know how to describe it. And that day Brian was canceled.
Yeah.
Because he
This might be
didn't
the
like
end.
Taylor Swift. Okay.
Well, this podcast is sponsored by Taylor Swift's label.
That is not a right statement.
Okay, legally we have to disclose that we are not sponsored by Taylor Swift's label. But that would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need a sponsorship because we're just rolling in
Yeah.
money. Like I said earlier, I eat like a cash salad every lunch.
What amount of money
Yeah.
does pass where people are so disconnected?
That would be kind of funny if that played out. Like we're trying to talk as if we're like not already up there, and it's like it turns out we're like funded by this like I don't know like secret billionaire, and we're like actually just rolling in a we're paid $1 billion to have conversations about how disconnected billionaires are. But yeah, I just think Brian, finish my thought. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Beethoven is a cool person.
I disagree because he hasn't released any music in a while.
You know what's so funny about that?
What?
Was it Dave? Oh wait, was it Beethoven or Mozart? Some old composer. I forgot who it was. I'll figure out later. But apparently they found one of his old compositions that he never released. And so they're gonna release it.
Mozart's unreleased track.
Wait, okay. I want to. Yeah. Oh, it's Mozart. Okay. So it is Mozart. So apparently, I found one of his old compositions, and they're gonna release it, I guess, at some point. And just like I guess a orchestra is gonna like play it or something. And in the video I was saying, he said, "It's funny how we got this new Mozart song before GTA 6, but after GTA 5."
Yeah. We've gotten a lot of things before GTA 6. I haven't actually played. Well, no, that's not true. I've played GTA 5 like once.
Me too, yeah.
And I'm kind of surprised they're actually making a 6 because Rocksteady was just really like raking in money. It is Rocksteady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
Rocksteady, I think.
A star?
Yeah, the R with the star logo.
Yeah.
The R with the star. Yeah, Rocksteady was like raking in money from doing all that like online GTA Online DLC.
There's a bunch of like games you could play. It was like
multiplayer online DLC, like
so much you could do.
GTA 5 money buying V-Bucks. Basically
mods,
like bunch of mods. Like I'm surprised they even need to make a 6. I mean, obviously the graphics will be improved drastically. At least I think so. Like the trailer looked like incredible as far as like character graphics and everything.
But it's just like
what I mean, I guess what really can you improve except for the graphics? I guess it's just the same idea with a new story.
Yeah, and it's like they could have just done. I mean, technically, you could just do a remastered of GTA 5, which you don't really need. But
what surprises me is. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter because if they release like a remastered of GTA 5, they would have to integrate it to all the multiplayer stuff, and that wouldn't really make sense as a business model. Like they're going to make money off GTA 5 for years to come.
Yeah.
So making GTA 6 is cool because of like I guess like there's gonna be like a new story and maybe even new features or new weapons or whatever, new locations. So it makes sense. But the fact that it's taken this long makes me hope that it's not like it's actually because they're trying to surpass the quality of the fifth one.
Yeah.
In every way possible. I hope it's not because they're just trying to figure out how they can do like microtransactions and how can we make even more things cost money within the game.
It was really funny is that many like YouTubers who like play GTA 5 during like their beginning of their channel and then like now, like obviously a lot of them don't play it anymore, but some of them still do and make content with it, and people still watch it because even though it's GTA 5, oh, it's an old game, people still play it.
Yeah,
Like
it's a thriving community online.
yeah.
When did GTA 5 release?
Grand Theft Auto V was published the 17th of September, 2013.
2013.
2013. 2013.
It is 11 years old, and it's still a thriving game.
That is crazy. I was just starting to watch YouTube.
Yeah.
I was just introduced to like YouTubers as a concept, like regular creators. Before that point, I was just watching YouTube for like cat videos.
Yeah.
That was all I was doing. I was just watching cat videos, and that was it.
I think it was 2014 when we watched Jacksepticeye for the first time.
Well, yeah, no, I was introduced to Jacksepticeye through his Five Nights at Freddy's videos.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about how long ago that was. And it was just because one of my friends said, "Hey, have you heard of that game Five Nights at Freddy's?" And my first thought was that it was like, isn't there like a pre-existing horror villain, Freddy Krueger? I thought it was a game about him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll check it out." And I look it up, and the first video of it I find on YouTube is Jack's video, or Sean's video. You know, we're on a first name basis.
Yeah.
No, but it's Jack's video, and of course, as soon as I watched him, I was hooked, and I still watch his channel.
Yeah.
But it's so weird to think about that. Just like, man, that's such a long time ago.
10 years ago.
I feel like if I met the person I was when I first started watching YouTube, I would be so irritated by him. I would be like, okay, you're worrying about the worst and stupidest things. It's just like, oh, I had so much character development,
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I was in my really weird arc. And middle school was a terrible time for everyone, I feel.
Can't disagree with you, but
can't disagree with you.
But I need to. I'm just kidding. For the sake of the video, I'm just kidding. I would say for me, I mean, obviously middle school was hard, but like it was good enough to where high school wasn't that scary. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I was able to find more. Like I was able to figure out who more I was. Like at the end, near the end of middle school, and I was like, oh, so like, and then by like the end of my freshman year of high school, I was like, oh, I was a little weird. Not weird. Just like I was like, oh, I was just kind of like I was trying to find myself, and it's like
it first occurred to me that I was figuring out who I was in 7th grade. Like 7th grade was the time that I felt like I was more of a complete person.
Yeah.
And even after 7th grade, obviously I've changed significantly.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like 7th grade is the time most people, maybe not, but from what I can tell, most people start to really kind of hone in who they are. But drastic changes, of course, can happen in your life. So it's not, for everyone. It doesn't happen for everyone at that point. But see, here's the thing. I think, okay, you know how when you were, this might sound stupid, but like, you know how when you were in, I'll make it up, like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
You see 5th graders and you're like, oh my gosh, they're so grown up.
Yeah.
They're basically adults. And then you get to 5th grade and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm still a kid. Oh my god, what? This doesn't make any sense.
There's this thing called middle school?
No. But you get to middle school and you're like, okay, I'm in middle school now. Oh, but now you're in 6th grade, and the 8th graders look like so like they know what they're doing in their life. They're about to go to high school. They're done. They've had all their character development. They're fine. Then you get to 8th grade and you're like, oh my gosh, I still feel like a kid. I don't know what's going on. And then you get to freshman year of high school, and you're like, crap, I'm back. I'm back at the bottom. And you're like, oh, but the seniors, they know what's going on. And then you're a senior, and you're like, I have no idea what's going on. When am I going to figure this out? When am I going to figure this out? And then you graduate high school, and you're like, oh my gosh, and it hits you. No one ever knows what the heck is going on with their life. It's an active decision-making process.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I thought I would just have it all figured out by now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
High school for me was really good because I was able to find like more of myself and able to figure out, oh, this is who I am, and it prepared me. So like, even though I thought like 8th grade was like, okay, I got myself, and then freshman year happened, and I was like, okay, I'm good, and then sophomore year I was like, oh crap, and then I had to like rethink some things, and then junior and senior year I was just like, okay, this is who I am now, and then so now I'm just like, yeah.
I just realized why I was going on that tangent.
Why?
I thought, okay, when I was in middle school, kids were kind of rowdy, but we were kind of okay.
Yeah.
There was some drama here and there, but like we weren't crazy. Behavior wasn't super bad in class. And if it was, it got snuffed out pretty quickly,
Yeah.
But now I'm hearing I'm hearing firsthand from actual middle school teachers that are my age that kids are crazy. Middle schoolers are crazy.
Yeah, no.
And, I want to say that like, oh, back in my day, we weren't like that.
Yeah.
But,
You can
maybe,
say that.
maybe it's just like, the phrase like looking at the past with rose tinted glasses.
Yeah.
You think everything was sunshine and rainbows, but maybe we were just as terrifying, we were just as demonic as kids are now.
Well, no, see, I don't know if me saying this is just proving you right or it's like it may do something, but it's just like, so when I was in middle school, you weren't in middle school.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how much I told you about, like, I mean, I think I would tell you about, oh, this happened today or this, and you would react to it and you would think, wow, that's weird. So, like, I don't know if that's just like saying like, oh, maybe it is like they are becoming crazier. Because like my class, at least, like even the class ahead of my class was a little crazy, but they seemed fine from what I heard. And then my class was just all over the place. There were some good people, some not so good people, and there was just terrible people. So it's like,
I'm gonna pull one of the most annoying arguments out here real quick. It's the old man, those darn phones argument here. I feel like it's exposure to the internet at an early age, or at least exposure to the internet without proper instruction on how to use it right.
yes,
Because I feel like, I was fortunate enough that when I started having access to technology, I would take my computer lab class and we were taught how to use the internet safely and what sites not to go on and, what to avoid and how to, use technology properly. And, we didn't actually have access to the internet at home, regular access until like middle school.
yeah,
Like we here and there we would watch videos at our grandparents' house, but we wouldn't really, have continuous access. We didn't have phones yet. And it wasn't until way after most of our friends got phones that we even got phones.
because we started to actually need it. Like, we got it because we needed it more, I would say. So like that was what was good. It's like we got it because we needed it.
Yeah. And then, browsing the internet was kind of a plus.
Yeah.
But I think it's just, I mean, I hate to use the term that everyone's using now, but there's just so much brain rot
Yeah.
out there. And I don't know if that's really what's causing bad behavior. I don't think it is. I don't really think that matters. I think it's just,
In our eyes, we think it's just like obnoxious, so we think they're just
that we think
not being good.
We
so.
we think that kind of content is contributing to bad behavior, but really, I think maybe it's just like maybe they see clips of kids being stupid in class and they think it's funny and then they adopt it subconsciously. I don't know. Like I have no idea why we could do a whole study and figure out is behavior really getting worse, or if it's not. But I don't really know how we would figure out the variables and actually figure out how to make a study that's valid and actually produce valid results.
It's like what's really, really interesting is like I've seen, like, I guess in my mind, looking back at middle schoolers now, they're just like sometimes they may, like, not everyone, but like they may act a little like obnoxious, and then I look at elementary schoolers, or I like see elementary schoolers, and they're like kind of they're like, being like good. They're being good kids and stuff. And so it's like oh, these good kids, elementary school, high school, and a little older is okay, I guess, and then middle school is just like
Do you think middle school is just a doomed time?
not always. It depends. It depends because there's still
those darn hormones.
there, there's still like good people, like like even though it's like your kids and everything, it's like there's still some good things that come out of it. I mean, not always, but
I think we're gonna have to stop here
okay.
because if we talk too much about middle school, I'm worried we'll go back in time and we'll have to relive it.
Oh no.
I just know it's gonna happen, because we always go into those like time travel hijinks on the weekends,
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess we'll stop it here. That was a
Yep.
pretty successful test run of our new segment, Guess That Movie.
Yep.
We're waiting for the nominations to come through and for us to get those prizes. But yeah, so until next time, be good and don't smoke
Mhm.
and don't drink and drive and eat vegetables. Eat a lot of vegetables. That's a good thing
Yep.
people can do, right? What else?